Welcome to Colombia! Today I'm going to tell you what are the advantages of booking your trip to Colombia custom made. Welcome to Rosa's Cafe. This beautiful place just opened about a month ago and it's right at the entrance of La Candelaria when you're coming from La Plaza de los Periodistas. You walk in the main road and after 50 meters on the right hand side, there it is. And yeah, they have good coffee, of course, because it's a Colombian coffee. Have a nice ambiance. And they have a huge pizza oven. And I just saw other clients eating a pizza, which looked very good. I will tell you a little bit more what I did in the last few days that I can contextualize also the information I will give you today. So I was researching some topics like the best beaches in Colombia or the best hotels in Colombia. And I found lots of information, blogs, and also articles in magazines that listed the best beaches, and most of the information was just crap. It was totally misleading. And for example, they always mention Playa Blanca near Cartagena, which was a beautiful beach, but today it's terrible. Also, in terms of hotels, they mentioned some places I know. I think many people writing about Colombia, they came once for 2 weeks, or even they didn't visit Colombia and they write a text because they can monetize these articles about Colombia and they just write something, they researched, never been there. And this you can see on the quality of the information you can actually get on the internet search. This also is very important if you want to book your trip to Colombia, because if you're going to book your trip yourself and organize everything yourself and you rely on information you find on the internet, you might be going to the wrong places and then being surprised by not finding what you're looking for. Also, if you go to blogs or TripAdvisor and you find the comment section, many people, they write the best about Salento. To me, for example, Salento is not a nice place to go because it's full of backpackers. Most of the village is bought by foreigners and it actually lost all of the culture. But you don't find that information in the internet. And there comes the topic, why to book a tailor-made or custom-made trip with a local travel agency. So the thing is, I'm traveling all over Colombia and I see the stuff myself, and you also see that in my movies that I travel to such places, and I have my very specific opinion about the places I visit. So usually when a client calls me, I ask him 1,000 questions because I want to learn what the client wants, what their wishes are, and how they like to travel. And up in this information, then I can give a travel advice and tell the people, look, if you want to learn about culture and history in Colombia, you should visit some of the cultural heritage of Colombia. For example, the heritage towns. But if somebody says, no, he just wants to play golf, I'm a hardcore golfer, of course I will send him to the destinations where he can play golf with the golf courses. For backpackers, it's a different topic because I'm not selling anything to backpackers. They do everything by themselves and they have time, and for them it's not so important to have their trip organized. But as soon as you get a little older, usually you make more money and then you have just a few holidays a year, then you want to have a quality trip where you're going and you want to rely on a good information source and having your trip organized by somebody who knows what it is about. So if you're going to research in the internet and you find several information and then you book a trip up in this, a standard trip, then you find yourself in a situation where you're somewhere where you don't want to be. And I also saw that lately in a standard trip, you have a round trip by Colombia, very cheap, sold by a supermarket chain in Germany, and they have Cartagena. But what they have 1 day Cartagena, and 4 days they're like 90 minutes away from Cartagena in an all-inclusive resort. The thing is, when you're going to buy a custom-made trip with a travel advisor who knows his stuff, you're going to receive exactly what you want. Because either if you're interested in nature, in butterflies, in history, in culture, whatever you want. For example, I will be able to organize the right guides for you. I will be able to send you to the right destinations. I will know where you need to stay a little longer, and also I know about the transportation ways. Colombia, as you know, is very big, and some places are very remote. For example, going to Salamina, it takes you 2 hours from Manizales, and it's quite a hassle. So you need to be a client who really wants to go there, because it's a very original town in the coffee region. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I can recommend it to people who like that kind of stuff where you have no other tourists. But also you need to know that the airport in Manizales, 50% of the flights are getting cancelled because of weather. This is information you don't find in the blogs from somebody who never traveled to Colombia. So again, booking a trip tailor-made with a respective travel agency adds a lot of value around. So in short, why should you actually buy a custom-made trip to Colombia? Because you will have an itinerary which is exactly made for you. You will go to the places where you find what you wish, and always when you want to change something or you have some wishes or issues, you have somebody to talk to, and this will be taken in account, and you can change whatever you want right away. The travel quality is much higher as when you get a standard trip, because it's not just where you're going, it's also the way of transportation. If you wish to have a private driver, private car, private guide, you will get that. If you want to have a boutique hotel, you want to have a 5-star hotel, you want luxury, or you want to have a rural hotel, or you want to have a bird finca, or you want to have accommodation with locals, this all can be included. If you have preferences in terms of food, if you're vegetarian, or you want to have really local food, or you want to have gourmet food, in a custom-made trip, this will be organized. If you want to have air travel by helicopter, if you want to have a private airplane, if you want to drive around by car in Colombia, this can be organized. There are so many different factors that will increase the quality of your trip so much, which you don't get in a standard product. So I think for everybody who wants to have some great holidays in Colombia and like experiencing the real Colombia with some great experiences, unique experiences, which is not accessible for everybody, I think for those people, custom-made travel to Colombia is the right thing. If you like our videos and if you like Colombia, subscribe my channel. If you find this information useful, I'm more than happy to receive a like. And if you want to come to Colombia, the link is below in the comment section. And if you have some friends or your parents or your grandmother maybe wants to travel to Colombia, send the link that they will be informed about what to find in this wonderful country. I hope to see you soon here in Colombia, and if not here, then at least back on my channel soon. All the best from freezing cold Bogota. Yours Colombiafrank. See you next time. Thanks for watching.